Hello, my name is Ashley and I'm a project manager for the Resilience Inc. Workbooks. Let me start by saying welcome to Resilience and welcome to the team. We are very excited to have you joining us and we're looking forward to creating a brighter future for schools across America. Before we get started into the core topic of the video, let's do a brief overview of the goals that we here at Resilience are aiming to accomplish. In short, that is helping introduce topics of social and emotional learning, or SEL, to schools across the country. The aim of SEL is to help school-age children develop mental and emotional resilience, providing them the tools they need to face the challenges of life with mental fortitude. In order to help teach these skills, SEL incorporates 5 primary core topics into its education planning. These core topics are self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. If you are unfamiliar with or just want to know more about any of these topics, I ask that you visit the My Learning site and navigate to those sections under the core topic tag. Resilience is currently in the process of creating workbooks to help classrooms learn SEL. These workbooks are filled with important lessons and interactive activities for students to put into practice the SEL skills they have learned. It is our job to create these workbooks for each of the 4 levels, which are primary, intermediate, middle school, and high school, then proofread and edit the workbooks before putting them all together for the final finishing touches. We work closely with several other groups, the actual writers of the lesson plans and the artists who do the final formatting and imagery. We are just one step in a huge process to make SEL available to all students, but it's an important step nevertheless. I hope that by working on this, you will find some fulfillment from the work and knowledge that you are working on to help create a better education system for children everywhere. Now I'm going to share my screen and introduce you to the workbooks folder in the Google Drive. Once you receive access to the Curriculum Development Google Drive, navigate to the second folder titled Books, Comics, Workbooks, and Children's Books. Click on the Workbooks folder. The first tab, Step 1, Training on How to Create Workbooks, is where you will find training resources for the workbooks, including this training video and the workbook project plan. Step 2, Write out workbook rough drafts, is where most of your work will come into play. There are 4 separate folders for the 4 levels of workbooks. Each level will have 3 tabs. The first, or the rough draft for workbooks, is where you will begin creating the workbooks. You will create the workbooks by referencing the relevant lesson plan with the topic that was assigned to you. You will use the lesson plan as a reference to create tips and strategies related to the topic and to create interactive activities. Make sure your workbook rough draft is located in the first tab, as it means someone needs to proofread and edit it. When you proofread and edit a workbook, make sure to look out for grammar and spelling errors, typos, clarity, and the format. Also, make sure that the workbooks is appropriate for the relevant audience. Elementary, middle, and high school children are wildly different ages, and so the workbooks ought to reflect the different ages. Make sure that there is a singular voice to all the workbooks. Writers have all different styles, and as editors, it is our job to make this come together. This may require rephrasing, adding, or deleting words and entire sentences to match the voice of every other workbook. This way, there's consistency for the reader. Lastly, make sure to break up large blocks of text so it is easy to read and does not look intimidating for the students. The workbook should be around 5 to 10 pages, depending on the length of the original lesson plan. Once a workbook has been created and edited, move the workbook to the second workbook phase, or ready for artwork. This will let the design team know that workbooks need art to be added before finalizing and compiling all of the various workbooks. Once the artwork has been added and the workbooks are finalized, move them to the final workbook compilation tab for each grade level. The other folders in the Workbooks drive are mostly for the design team to finish adding artwork, compiling the workbooks together, and translating the workbooks into other languages. You will mostly have to focus on the Step 2 folder and will likely not have to worry about these other folders. In conclusion, if you have any questions regarding the workbooks, please reach out to me at aehbond, B-O-N-D, at umich.edu. That is my personal email. I look forward to getting to know you, and again, welcome to the team.